You know, when I learned about World War II Germany, it was history, right? It was already done. It was over. We won the war, all of that. And I never, ever thought that I would have to ever live in a timeline like that. That I would ever have to live in a timeline that was like that. And now it's 2025, and we have an administration and a president in office who isn't very nice, who doesn't like communities, specifically the trans community, the non-binary community, and let's not forget the immigrant community, especially those who are brown. This is true. Yes, there were some illegal immigrants that they were dragged out of their homes like they were not even people by ICE. And now I'm hearing news, finding out, not on the news itself, but from people who have had reports from other people in the trans community, that they're taking people's identification paperwork, especially those who are traveling around the world or are traveling internationally. And there are some places like Social Security offices who are following this by taking information, taking the paperwork, not allowing people in the trans community to get their paperwork done when it comes to their identification. He already made it against the law to change the marker on any federal document, the document gender marker, which affects no one, by the way. Fucking gender marker doesn't affect anyone, but so changing it so that people can't even put what the gender they identify with on there, the gender that they are living, that they actually really are, okay, how they identify, they're not gonna let them put that on there, which is gonna cause more issues for a lot of trans people and non-binary people. So I have to get my shit together psychologically, because this is a lot to be hearing. And here I am. I'm not a trans person. I'm not non-binary. I am a cis queer woman. I do not have the fear that the trans and non-binary people have because of my privilege. Okay. And I know that. And so I'm trying to, where I work, I'm trying to help those who need it, right? We have safe space where I work for people in the LGBT plus community. We also do immigration evaluation, stuff like that. So I don't even know how to feel about all of this, because all I feel is angry and determined. And I need to keep feeling angry in order to be determined. And I had a short comment conversation with someone who had filled me in. They filled me in on this. And I'm horrified. I'm horrified by it, really. I will post it in this video. But I just want people to be careful out there. Okay, we already have NYU Langone CEO caving under bullshit. We're in New York, okay? Prop 1 passed, which is the New York ERA, New York State ERA, okay? That passed. We should be living the ERA. That is what we're doing. What NYU Langone is doing is against the law in New York. So they're being sued by PFLAG, and they deserve it. And I hope that they get their asses kicked by PFLAG for being so hateful. Because gender affirming care, it's not just hormones and top or bottom surgeries or anything like that. Okay? Because most of the time it doesn't entail that. Gender affirming care is also therapy. It's talking to people who respect your gender identity. It's wearing the clothes you have that go with the gender identity you identify with. It's changing your name. It's using the pronouns you identify with. Okay? These transphobic predator idiots that are the worst, they are the actual predators out there, people. It is not the trans or non-binary people. It is the freaking transphobic predators. They are the problem. They are the only people screaming about bathrooms, and the only people obsessed with other people's genitals that don't even belong to them, other people's. You're telling me that the trans and non-binary people are the problem with that? You're telling me that the trans and non-binary people are the sexual predators when it's freaking transphobic predators wondering about what's between the legs of children? Yeah. NYU Langone needs to wake the fuck up. I'm thinking of actually leaving them because I can't go to a place that doesn't support everyone. So I'm going to post there's a short little comment and my response to it. And please be careful out there. Please, if you're in the LGBT plus community, please be careful out there, okay? Please have protection with you. Please walk, not alone if you can. Please be with someone outside. You need people to stand up for you, and we really have to. And what we mean by standing up is really standing up, not turning them in because you're scared. Stand up. Stand up against the bigotry. Stand up against all of it. Because at the end of the day, if they can take the trans and non-binary community and round them up and maybe put them in prisons, your day's going to come too. And if you're one of those transphobic predators who is in the LGB, who thinks that just because you voted for that orange shitler in office, that you are saved, no, you're not. Because you'll be the first one that they'll come after, and you'll be the first one to look surprised as fuck. We can't afford to be separated. We need to work together. So the LGB, you need to wake the fuck up. Because they don't like you either. I've said my piece. I'll put in the stuff that I was talking about regarding the comments.